Hey, happy Friday my friend. Ijumaa takatifu kwa Waislamu wenzangu na kaka zangu mahali popote walipo. Preparation day for Sabbatarians and Northwest here, man, is lovely. Maybe I'm overdressed, but this morning it was chilly a little bit. But I'm here, man. I'm here because I love to be here. It's an episode that takes us to a place where we belong, where human beings interact, where human beings enjoy the companion of each other from different platforms. This is a special one. Pendo la Riadha episode 52, I think. I'm not keeping track, I'm memory lane. Anyway, nashukuru sana kwa nyinyi ambao mna subscribe. Those viewers, though, gives me thumbs up. Just click that button, tell a friend who loves you, tell a neighbor who loves you, hey, check me out. It's Joel Chessman, man. Mkenya mwenzako, mzalendo mwenzako, mwanariadha mkamilifu ambaye anajisifu sana kuwa Mkenya na kuwa mwanadamu na hata kuwa Marekani. You know, it's good to be global because you have advantages. You have what we call mountain view, the big view of life. I enjoy being what I want to be, and I'm finding joy just talking to you. If you hear some wind, of course I'm outside. So just buckle up. Let me take you to Brussels, Van Damme Stadium. I just finished watching the finale, the day one of the Diamond Grand Prix League. The winners take it all. That's what is going on in Brussels. I think it's day one, day two tomorrow. Guess what? Look forward to Captain Faith Kipyegon doing her thing tomorrow. She is expected to step on the track, and it's gonna be a moment of, hey, Captain is here, Captain Kenya, Captain America, take a backseat. Because Captain Kipyegon Faith is on the track tomorrow, day 2 in Brussels. But today is day 1. In fact, 800 is tomorrow too. Guess what? It's gonna be rocking. For me, I hope it's for you. As I told you before, you are busy. Don't worry about it. Just watch this YouTube channel and I'll give you updates. I watch and I share what I watched. Because you know what? I just give you nuggets, things that make you say, something is happening. Hey, thanks again. Thanks for giving me company, giving me that space in your world. I enjoy knocking in your space and you open the door, just standing up. There's always somebody knocking. The question is, are you willing to open? Fungua mlango jamani, fungueni mlango. Kuna makuu, kuna maisha, kuna uzima, kuna mazuri yanakuja. Things are coming your way. Here we go, Brussels. What's going on there? What happened? What happened? What might have happened was this. Conditions, I'll tell you, I warned you about it. Europe is in fall condition. Fall means the seasons of wetness, windy, maybe, chilly, yeah, and there were chilly conditions in Brussels today. You can tell, athletes, 400 meters women. If you see McLagan, Lavero, anyway, the American 400 meter hurdle champion. If you see her in her tights, if you see any athlete in tights, it's a cool, chilly day. That was happened. So the 400 hurdles, she wins 400 meters and 49.11. She's ran a 48. Her expectations, as usual, was like she's gonna do something great. She just won the race. That's it. And it was an easy race for her, if I may speak. She's a dominant. McLagan right now is unbeatable. I don't think anybody is closing that almost like 5 meter, 10 meter gap. Everybody's fighting for second, everybody's fighting for third, and everybody's trying to participate. Wherever she steps on the track, this woman from America is dominating. But there were 2 hits to the 400, and then Paulino from Puerto Rico, right? Puerto Rico, Paulino. If I get it wrong, Nassar from Bahrain was there too, one of the protagonists in the 400. It was again Paulino just pulls away in the home straight. Everybody is backpedaling, and she has I want to see Paulino and McLagan do their thing in 400 flat. I think those are the two girls right now, top two ladies who can really make something exciting. They can bring something exciting. I don't think they're ready to put them together yet. I think it's going to take a lot of money, a lot of strategies. This tonight in Brussels wasn't great to see them racing against each other, so they raced different races. It was the first race and the second race. That's what happened in Brussels. It's a final. It is the closing of the curtains for these athletes. So you had two winners. I don't know one. I think the overall winner was Paulino because she's been running 400 consistently. So she won. She's the final, what do you call the top 400 meter lady at the moment. She's been consistent throughout the league. That was that for 400. Paulino was 49, 40 something. It didn't matter to her. She won it. So it was a matter of who wins and takes it all home. That was that. Yeah, chilly conditions is never good for sprinters. I think distance runners, they like that cool effect, but sprinters, they don't care for it. So that was 400 for you. 5,000 meters was the next event, man. What happened there? Oh, nothing really, other than the fact that I think the organizers thought, well, let's just break Daniel's common record of 12:39. Let's just break the stadium record. Van Damme record in 5,000 is 12:39. Daniel Komen back in 97. Like I've told you, this Brussels, this Van Damme track doesn't really bring the best sometimes. I think distance running there has been great, like 5,000, but not middle distance. Aragawi, the Ethiopian, was the protagonist there. Gejecha, Barega, Gebrowet, Bekele was there, Kipkorir was there. Who's the other Kenyan who was there? A few of these are the top guys I'm talking about. Aregawi, man. This guy, man, I've always liked the way he runs. The race looked great in the beginning, the first 3K. They were for a decent pace, decent time. And then, as I've said, I think this has been happening in the last few races. I think these athletes have reached the point of, we want to just go home. It's a long season. It's been a long season. And they're just starting shutting down. I think Gejech has tried to push the pace towards the end or after the middle part of the race. Didn't happen for him. And Gejech, man, this tall guy from Ethiopia, I think he's had a good season. He's a front runner. If he takes the lead and opens the gap, I think he's a legit winner. He could be a legit guy to do some damage in the 5,000 meters. But I think sometimes it gets into his head because somewhere he started trying to tell Bekele. He's a young Bekele. There's a lot of Bekeles in Ethiopia. I'm not talking of Kenenisa, okay? That's a legend. He's a young Bekele here. He tells me, hey, take the lead. The guy slows it down to 62. Gejecha had put a 59 somewhere there, 59, I think 60. So it became kind of a tactical race towards the end. And then towards I think the last 3 laps, Kipkorir from Kenya tries to join the party of the top 4, the top 5. He takes the lead, but he doesn't really kind of make a difference. You know, when you take the lead and you just sit there and wait for things to happen, the sprinters or the good finishers will come and swallow you up. He got swallowed up. I think he was 4th. Aregawi found his pace. He found his pace at 600 meters to go, and he took off. And Aregawi wins. Gebrewet was 2nd, and then we had Bekele coming 3rd. I think Kipkorir was 4th, the Kenyan. 12:43 was the winning time in 5,000. The expectations were higher than that, I think. But again, like I said, I've been saying all last few weeks in these races, these guys just want to get their cash, get their money, get their appearance money, their whatever money, winning money, and go home. They're tired. I mean, everybody knows by now, this is just wind up race right here. So winning time was that, and that was it. Erega wins 5,000. He takes it all as a Diamond League winner in the 5,000. He's been consistent. I think I'm happy for him. He did very well. Again, it's all Ethiopian, 1, 2, 3. Kenyans, it's been that season, okay? Let's not talk about Kenya anymore. I think I've talked about how they haven't been there, so to speak. Then there came the 3,000 steeplechase. You have the Moroccan, the gold medalist was there, El Bekali. Of course, he's always waiting for what happens. He lets the boys, he toys with the boys. He's Moroccan, man, he toys with the boys. I think he has that mental edge on everybody else. He's a tall guy, he's mentally tough, and he waits and waits. He lets Serem from Kenya, Kibiwot, Wale from Ethiopia, he lets them just play around with it. Amos Serem was there, the controversial, I call him now the controversial 3,000 steeplechase from Kenya, because during the Olympics, he tried to bypass the water barrier. He didn't, he went back. I think Kenyan protested. He was reinstated in the final. So I started calling him controversial. He's not controversial, but just something that can stick with him so that we move forward. I was impressed with Amos Serem. I think he really showed, he kind of had to give us a consolation victory for Kenya, because he wins it. Time of 8:06. 8:06 is not bad at this time of the year when you think about it. They were expecting 8:01 to be the time to win in this race, so that they can say, oh, it's out to end the season. It didn't happen. Because like I say, I think these guys have put everything on the line every time they step on the track. So I'm giving them a break. It was a tactical race. El Bakali hangs around, like I say, he toys with the field, he's watching everybody else, he's always on the outside. People, when it comes to the barriers, you can see him on the outside, say, okay boys, go ahead, I'll come back and eat you alive, so to speak. But this time, Amos Serem wins it, El Bakali was second, and Wale, the Ethiopian, was third. So that's 3,000 for you, nothing special there again. It was, to me, first day in Brussels. It had that look. Everything looked ordinary. It looked like these guys are there to do what they were supposed to do, is either win it, participate, do your thing, wear your uniform, and go home. As if you win, you take it off. Nothing there to report other than Kenyans had a consolation victory. Is that okay to say? Kenyans had a consolation victory in 3,000 steeplechase. Well done, Kenya. At least you did that. Okay, I'm here saying you did it, Serem. Good for him. He brought a sense of pride, pride that has been dented in the 3,000 all throughout the year, the Olympics. We've been, I've said we've been exiled. I think our pride has been dented, smashed, smashed pride. Anyway, good for him. Then we went to 1,500 meters. What did you expect again? Other than the fact that Jakob Ingebrigtsen was there, Yared Nuguse was there as usual, Timothy Cheruiyot, Hoka, the gold medalist from America, Komen was there too, Habaz, the Spaniard, was there, and the lineup was decent. I think it was a replica of the finalists in the Olympics, 1,500. Really, to tell you what I saw was, the pace was good. The Fali paces was good. 152, the first 800 meters. Jakob just went with the pacemaker. I think Nuguse was there too. I think Nuguse is the one who took he was. I think having won in Zurich, I think you can tell there's confidence in Nuguse Yared, the American bronze medalist. And the fact that he goes to the pacemaker tells you the confidence is coming up. I hope it builds on that. He can build on that. And then I think at a certain point, after the 800 meters coming to the penultimate lap, Jakob Ingebrigtsen decides, well, it's me. It's the Norwegian, okay? Let me just tell you boys that just because I didn't win the 1,500 in the Olympics doesn't mean you've given up this dominance in 1,500, because he's still the guy to beat when you think about 1,500. He has the best time. I think he's been consistent in 1,500. His tattoos are still sticking out. He has a demeanor that is admirable in track and field from my perspective. And so I think going into the penultimate lap, Jakob takes off. Cheruiyot, Timothy, I was surprised he was still there at the top three. Nuguse, I think, was squeezing in, trying to kind of fight for position. Then they came to the back straight. There was a near disaster. I think Timothy Cheruiyot and Hawker tripped on Timothy. I think I don't know. I think Nuguse was in front, and Yared and I think Timothy and Hawker kind of tangled a little bit. There was a little bit of near disaster. There was a tripping. Nuguse lost his footing, and that was it for him. Once you lose footing when it comes to that back straight, 300 meters to go, Nuguse Yared had nothing to give, and I think he ended up 7th or 6th. So it was Jacob, Timothy Cheruiyot, who surprised me today. I think it's good to see Timothy Cheruiyot from Kenya still fighting for respect in the top 2. He came 2nd, and Hawker was edged to 3rd, and that was 1500, 330. Yeah, 330, not bad to finish the season. People want more. I don't think there's more to say. I said it yesterday. I didn't say it. There's nothing about world record right now. Okay, let's just stop it. It's a good talking point. We can talk about world record until the sun goes down. And the sun went down in Brussels, and the world record of Al Garouj still stands. By the way, talking of Al Garouj, the Moroccan, I'm a keen observer of the track and field. He's a guy who gives Jacob Engbesten flowers at the end of the race. The legend, the GOAT, 1500 meters Al Garouj, was at the finish line to give Jacob Engbesten the flowers for winning the Diamond League in 1500 meters. What a moment. I'll pause for that, because it's good to see Al Garouj still visiting the holy grounds that made him a legend. It was nice to see that. I admire his legacy. He's one of those guys that, if you remember back in the days, if you've been a religious guy in track and field, this is one guy you've always rooted for to win the Olympics. Even when he lost to Noah Ngeny in 2000 in Sydney, you felt for the guy. He was at the top of his game. He ends up getting silver, and you could feel the pain in his heart. Again, 96 in Atlanta, Georgia, Al Garouj. People expect him at least to medal, at least silver, maybe behind Moselli. He gets stripped in the penultimate lap. He does. I think he ends up being, I don't know, 8th. I don't know. I remember the place. He just faded because he got tripped. So he doesn't medal at all. You go, and then 4 years later, Noah Ngeny and the Kenyans had a plan for him, and they get into his head, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't get he doesn't get the big medal, which is gold. I think he redeems himself 4 years later in Athens, and I'm happy to see Al Garouj in Brussels. That was, for me, the high point. Seeing legends on the track, seeing them still walking this earth, embracing the new winners and the new kids on the block. It's a nice thing. I like that, and that's what I do here. I'm not a legend, but I'm giving a voice to these young talents that are coming up in track and field. That was a beautiful thing for me. Okay, so the winner, Jacob, takes it all in 1500 meters. Then comes Lady Mora, the lady from Bosongo. Man, let me tell you something. Mary Mora has become one of those ladies I call tactician, mistress tactician. I think she's become one of those ladies that, you know, if she doesn't even win it, she's gonna be there. And so the 800 meters, Gule Topin, the Jamaican, the grandmother of all those athletes there, I give them there because those are the athletes that have stayed around as these other young ones come in. The Jamaican was there, Alumi Habitamu was there, the Ethiopian. You had, I don't know why they let the Ugandan Nakai Alima be the pacemaker. I thought she was a legit 800 meters runner, but no, they sacrificed her to be the pacemaker. She goes at 56, the first 800. Mora went with her, which was decent. When you see Mora go with the pacemaker, she wants it. And I could tell today, Mary Mora wanted the 800 as much as, it's the end of the season, so you might as well grab it all. She does that. I think at the 600, Bell, the Brit Bell takes the lead, and the field gets excited, but Mora just hangs around. She just stays on her back. As we come the home straight, Bell from Brit thought she had it, but she forgot Mary Mora the idea. So she reins her in. Mora takes the lead, and what do you know? Mora wins. And when Mary Mora wins, either she's gonna dance or something beautiful is gonna happen. Today, I've never seen Mary Mora being emotional, and I felt good for her. She got so emotional. You could see tears in her eyes. It's the end of the season. It's been a long season for her. It's been a long season for the athletes. When people show emotions, it tells you if it is the end of the season, to speak. Because she's a winner. She wins the 800. Some good cash, by the way. Don't think winning here is just winning. It's what these women and men and everybody else is fighting for. That cash to keep them going for the next season and to keep them alive, as you know, it's their profession. So it's too good to see Mary Moran. She did dance today. She got emotional. She got her flowers and she felt good. I was happy for her. The lady from Bosongo, those sides of Kisi, man. It's good to see a Kenyan feeling. Two victories for Kenyans today in the steeplechase, and Mary Moran. Again, it's first day for day one in Brussels. That was that. So happy for Moran. Happy for Imon Serem in 3000. As a Kenyan, it feels good to see victories, because to be honest with you, they've been fun between when it comes mostly to men. It's good to see Imon Serem in 3000 steeplechase. Day one was that. I think pole vault, as usual, I don't think there's anything to announce about or share about pole vault. Pole vault is in the hands of Hamad Duplantis, the Swede. There's nothing else to say about pole vault here. He's in the right hands. He's a world record holder. He's a gold medalist from Paris. He's dominating. He's dominating with the competition is there, but nobody's dethroning the Mondo Hamad Duplantis. 2 victories for Kenya today. I salute the Kenyans. Reporting from Van Damme, Brussels, Belgium. This is Pendo Lariata, episode number 52. Wishing you a great weekend and good tidings. Salutations, love, and everything else. May your weekend be great, by the way, because guess what? Tomorrow, I think I'll whisper into your ear what happened in day 2 when Captain Kipyegon and Emmanuel with us. Wanyonyi takes the 800. And more to come tomorrow. Looking forward to that one. Hopefully there'll be something like a big bang. It was me. Lovely.